In this video, we'll take you with us on our amazing journey to see wildlife in Botswana, as well as a look at Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. We arrived at Hosea Kotaku International Airport in Namibia and made our way to Botswana the following day. Our first stop to see animals was the Okavango Delta, which is a large inland delta in northwestern Botswana. We took a 1-hour flight to see the delta and spot some animals from above. We flew on a propeller aircraft which holds 14 passengers. And off we go. The plane flies just hundreds of feet off the ground to allow us to see the animals from above. Even though it was an amazing experience, it was difficult to see the animals from the air. Overall, it is a must-do activity to see the vastness of the delta and spot some animals from above. The next morning, we cruised down the delta on a Mokoro.
Ready?
It is usually made out of a dugout tree trunk, but modern Mokoros are now made with fiberglass. It was a little hectic since people were leaving the tour as we were arriving. But once you are on the Mokoro, the scenery is peaceful and beautiful. Our first animal sighting being pointed out by our guide. It was a large crocodile laying on a small island. Crocodiles are one of the oldest living reptiles on the planet. They lived in the same time as dinosaurs.
Going in the water. Going in the water. Camera shy.
We also saw some hippos in the distance. We finally arrived at our campsite after a 1.5-hour ride. Our guide took us for a walk to see some animals around our camp. We saw a dazzle of zebras in the distance. Look at the foal. I've never seen one before.
There's a baby one. I'm like zoomed in super close. I can see it.
We also saw a herd of impala way in the distance. Impala can run as fast as 56 miles per hour. That's pretty fast.
They're very still.
During mating season, these large herds only have a single male.
Still.
We saw some more zebras. But this time, they were grazing with some giraffes. Many animals use giraffes as their early warning system from predators. All of them were watching us as we moved along.
What kind of birds are those?
I don't know. What kind of birds?
Cranes.
Cranes, of course, yeah.
What a magical sunset at the Okavango Delta. An amazing view of the Milky Way. and a beautiful sunrise to start off our day. Luckily, we spotted a herd of ostriches as we made our way out of the delta. Ostriches can't fly, but are the fastest running birds in the world at speeds up to 43 miles per hour. Next, we made our way to Elephant Sands Lodge in Nata, Botswana. It's a very unique place where you can get up close to the elephants. You have to be very careful here since the animals walk in between each lodge. There is a watering hole in the middle of the lodges where the elephants drink water. After a gestation of 22 months, a calf can weigh between 200 to 250 pounds at birth. That's a big baby. This was an amazing experience we will never forget. I was able to capture this amazing moonrise at Elephant Sands Lodge. Check it out. Our first overland safari the next morning was a big disappointment. We didn't see much at all. We saw some more zebras.
The bus is standing in the sun.
Some female kudu. Male kudu have the largest horns of any antelope species, up to 6 feet in length. We spotted a southern yellow-billed hornbill and a lilac-breasted roller hanging on the branches. Hornbills feed mainly on the ground, foraging for seeds, insects, spiders, scorpions, and even snakes. Lilac-breasted rollers have around 8 colors: green, white, black, yellow, turquoise, dark blue, reddish-brown, and lilac. Our tour took us to Chobe National Park in the afternoon. We went on a Chobe River sunset cruise hoping to see more animals, and we were not disappointed.
Island. So I'm going to be short and brief so that I don't take most of your time. This is Sidudu Island, which is one of the famous islands in our country. The dry season, we see a lot of animals, different species, including elephants and buffaloes crossing from the...
We spotted a large crocodile on the riverbank. Luckily, it moved around to give us a better angle for video and pictures.
Smile. There we go.
Now we're sweating. Now it's releasing temperature.
Crocodiles don't sweat, so they open their mouths to cool down.
So but at this age, they can be closer to that because they're...
Monitor lizards have forked tongues, making them the only reptiles besides snakes with this characteristic. We were all excited to finally see some elephants after not seeing any in the morning safari. A couple teen-aged elephants.
Look. It's like he's like holding it in his mouth.
So those are teenagers.
Teenager.
Teenager male elephants. So you just tell by looking at the shape of the forehead. More rounded on males and angular on the females. So
No diet here. Elephants can eat up to 375 pounds of vegetation each day. This one is shaking the grass to get rid of mud and dirt. We spotted a herd of female kudu in the riverbank. kudu can leap over obstacles that are 8 feet high with ease. An oxpecker is a small bird that clings to animal fur and feeds on parasites.
Those birds are known as the oxpeckers. So they are very, very important birds. The relationship there is a symbiotic one.
A male impala grazing by itself.
McDonald's antelopes. Yes.
Mothers can delay giving birth for a month if the weather conditions are harsh.
See, it's very small. Yeah. Medium size.
Cormorants can dive up to 150 feet hunting for fish.
One up there?
And the bird on top, that's a cormorant.
Yeah, it's a cormorant, right?
The kingfisher's sword-shaped beaks are optimal for diving, cause a minimal splash and noise to not alert their prey. We spotted this Cape buffalo with an injured elephant walking in the background. It's a pretty sad sight as it seems to have an injury on its left hind leg. We watched closely as it crossed the river.
They don't have teeth past the grass. So, but if the grass is
Our guide told us that they leave injured animals alone and let nature take its course.
big guys, buffaloes.
Check out the long neck on this great white egret as it forages in the water. These birds will retract its long neck when in flight. The African jacana can walk on top of water lilies, which make it seem like they're walking on water. We spotted some hippos enjoying their all-you-can-eat buffet. Hippos are most active at night when they forage for food. They can consume up to 80 pounds of grass a night. This cattle egret eats parasites and insects that are on the hippo. Do you know that hippos are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa? Make sure to keep your distance. I'm not sure if these two male impalas are play fighting or actually fighting.
They're play fighting.
It's very interesting to watch, and we were lucky to see it live in person. Next, we saw a troop of baboons feeding by the riverbank. Baboons are social primates who live in groups of around 50 individuals. Check out this baboon carrying its baby. The Cape buffalo is a member of Africa's Big Five, along with the lion, elephant, leopard, and rhino. They are extremely dangerous, so always keep your distance. Another crocodile posing for us. The spur-winged goose absorb poisons from toxic beetles they occasionally eat, making their own flesh deadly to consume. We saw plenty of African fish eagles. Did you know they actively steal food from other birds? The puku is a medium-sized antelope. They are classified as near threatened due to habitat destruction.
I can't see from here. I don't know if it has got horns or yeah. That's a male. Puku.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Female?
That's a male. That's a fully grown male with small ones. So it's one of the semi-aquatic antelopes, or if you say water-based antelope. And in our country, it's only found in Chobe.
It's only what?
Not many. So in this whole area here, they've counted only 300.
Wow.
So there are not many. So one of the most special antelope in our country.
Everyone enjoying the sunset as our tour winds down.
So before you leave the boat, double check for your valuables.
The next morning, we went on another land safari. We were all disappointed by yesterday's land safari, so we're hoping that this one is better. Some baboons crossing the road. Our first raptor sighting of the trip. Some guinea fowls on the run.
That's the African fish eagle.
It's looking the wrong way.
Our main goal this morning was to spot some lions.
Coming through there?
It seemed like everyone else was searching for lions as well. We followed him for a while.
It's a beautiful young male, eh?
Everyone was excited when he finally decided to chase some pumbas. Unfortunately, he's still young and needs more experience hunting. Our guide was going pretty fast and he was determined to follow him. We managed to catch these impalas on the lookout for the lion.
See, that's how they act when they see. Okay, right. Let's just
Listen to the warning noises the impalas make when threatened. They sound like parrots. Apparently, they were not interested in the impalas. There were plenty of these beautiful lilac-breasted rollers. This was the only giraffe we saw at Chobe National Park.
That was well spotted.
You see a lion there over there?
Looking at us. Oh yeah, you could actually help.
This injured impala was running in front of our vehicle.
No, not again in nature.
Here's a couple of red-billed hornbill with vultures flying in the background.
Just over the top of the hornbills.
Lots of them. Lots of them circling. Oh yeah.
2, 3.
I really like them. Do you remember in Dumbo?
That's the red-billed francolin.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get behind the light.
There they are.
Our tour took us to Victoria Falls in the afternoon. We took a quick 15-minute helicopter ride over Victoria Falls. Did you know that Victoria Falls is the largest waterfall in the world? The falls is located on the Zambezi River. The waterfall straddles Zimbabwe to the west and Zambia to the east. After the helicopter ride, we went on a sunset cruise on the Zambezi River. You can see the mist coming up from the mighty Victoria Falls in the background.
Yeah, I like separating because I don't.
We didn't see much animals here, mostly hippos on the river.
We're just watching hippos make out.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, we're watching the hippo date.
Get a room!
Too expensive.
The next morning, we took a closer look at Victoria Falls from the Zambia side, as well as viewing it from the Zimbabwe side. That concludes our tour of Botswana and Victoria Falls. If you enjoyed this video, please help us with the YouTube algorithm by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching.